Yo, what's going on Facebook? Good morning. This is Eddie Harvey here. Hey, and welcome to those of you who might be watching this recording on YouTube or somewhere else, guys. Just want to welcome you to the live stream here, guys, and want to talk to you all about home business survival guide and what it takes. You know, what it takes to survive. Can you make it? Can you take it, guys? And I have a checklist of things that I'm going to share with you all. Pretty much six things that are essential to you being able to make it online. You're talking to somebody, I've been online for a while, and you're gonna go through some things. You're gonna go through some personal things. You're gonna go through some business things. And it is gonna take you consistently hanging in there and holding on to these principles to be able to make it through. I was on a call from a community I'm a part of. I was listening to a recording of a call, and one of the leaders was talking about kind of relaying it to like the school of hard knocks to make it online, online, offline, and make it in the home-based business world, guys. Being a home-based business entrepreneur, it's like going through high school. You just can't come in right away and think you're gonna go all the way to the top. You're a freshman, fresh meat as they call it, right? Especially if you're new, and for some people, you got to go through freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year before you graduate, and it's the same process with college. With anything, it's a process of steps you got to go through, and nothing is going to happen overnight. So if you're coming into this arena, if you're coming into this home-based business game, unless you have a massive budget and you're just literally buying leads, and you can, generate leads like that. But if you're coming in wanting to learn true skills, learn how to attract people to you, and network and grow and build your business, guys, it's gonna take time. And if you're looking to get a gang of leads and sales overnight, it's not gonna happen. For some people, it does. Every now and then, every blue moon, you have somebody, like I said, you have a massive amount of influence already. And if you, come in with a massive budget, then yeah. But if you're coming in like most people who literally have no experience, this is new to them, new hat, maybe had a little business experience here and there, and even if so, the business you did in corporate America is totally different from, some of the principles still apply, but you got to come in with a humble mindset and come in with different principles and philosophies. It's going to take some time, but it's going to take some time, and it's something you can accomplish if you just follow this home-based business survival guide I'm going to give you. So let me get right to it, guys. The very first thing that you have to do is to work on yourself daily. This is highly important, guys, that you have to pour into yourself. You got to understand that we're surrounded by so much negativity on the news, on Facebook, all over social media, on the radio, that there's so many things that can literally, and between an hour of looking at all of that stuff, it can tear you down and drain you mentally and have you to the point where you don't want to do nothing. You just like, man, this world is screwed up. It's crazy out here. Forget it. I'm not getting involved in none of this. It can do that to a person. But, you have to have a strong will and fortify yourself. And you got to surround yourself in your own little personal bubble of personal development and make it your shield, your buckler, the things that keeps you safe and keeps you focused and keep you sharp, keep you razor sharp. So how do you do that? Through reading books, listening to audios, looking at motivating videos. A lot of the stuff you can get for free, but it is very essential to your well-being to be able to make it online, to deal with all of the naysayers and negativity, all the things that come along with being a home-based business owner. You're going to come across so many different negative things. It's going to come from the people closest to you. You're probably already experiencing it. It could be the person laying in the bed next to you. Okay, it could be the person that brought you into this world. It can be friends, coworkers, whoever, guys. You're going to experience negativity from people because some people are going to feel like you're wasting your time. Some people are going to feel like they're trying to keep you safe and keep you protected from hurting yourself because you think you can do this. And they've seen so many people, have heard of so many people that have quote unquote failed that, why would you even waste your time doing this? So that's why you have to surround yourself. You got to surround yourself with people who are on the same accord as you, people that have the things, have the aspirations, and have that lifestyle, have the whatever it is that you want to achieve and obtain. Those are the people you got to learn from, people you got to network and connect with. And even if you can't get close to them, guess what? You can follow them on Facebook. You can read books from these people. You can listen to their audios, movies, whatever it is, but you have to work on yourself. Personal development is so key, and every day You should be, doing personal development every single day, a minimum of 15 minutes. So 15 minutes to 30 minutes per day, you need to be doing some form of personal development. Okay, and even if that's you working on your spiritual aspect, you want to do that every single day. You know, if you're reading your Bible is something that brings value to you, or whatever your higher being is, for whatever it is, you want to do that. But, you know, along with your personal development, you know, because to be in our industry, you gotta fortify yourself and strengthen your mind. So you gotta work on yourself daily. And here's what I learned: you know, if you want more, you gotta do more. Again, like I said, you know, a lot of people sometimes come in, and why people don't succeed is they have the microwave mentality. I talked about this before. They think they're going to come in because with a job, it's instant gratification. When you go to a job, you do your work, you get paid for that day, right? In most cases, and you're getting a check sometimes every week. Some people get a check every 2 weeks or bi-weekly or whatever. And you're getting paid for your immediate results. Well, when you become an entrepreneur in the home-based business world, your success is solely dependent upon your actions and what you do. And if you don't have that proven track record, if you don't have that brand, if you're not seen as a person to do business with yet, you gotta push forward and make that happen. You gotta build that up. And building things up takes time. It takes time, it takes consistent effort, it takes you putting in your work, and your sales, your leads, they will start to come. So number one is personal development. All right, so work on yourself every single day, guys. Number two is to pick a strategy. If you're gonna be building your business, you have to pick a strategy. There are so many different strategies out there. You gotta pick the strategy that resonates the best with you. Me, I know what I love. I love videos. I love video marketing. I do videos every day. You guys see me on Facebook Live every day. I upload videos to YouTube every day. Video. I can do videos all freaking day, right? That's me. I love video. So you got to find what strategy resonates best with you. It can be Twitter. It can be Facebook ads. It can be Instagram. There are so many different things out there, but pick a strategy and learn it up, soak up every single thing you can about that strategy. All of these strategies work, guys. You just got to find one. It's taken me a while to realize that. Sometimes I try to do 3 or 4 strategies at one time. Now, there are other strategies I use to implement with my video, but video is my main go-to strategy. I know that. There's no arguing that. You got to figure out what strategy resonates best with you and master that strategy, okay? So number 2 is pick your strategy. Number 3, guys, is to now be consistent and persistent with your actions. Be consistent and persistent with getting content out there. You know the strategy. Obviously, you know who your target market is. You pick the strategy you want to target your target market with. Now you want to get consistent and persistent with your actions. And that means putting content out every single day. You have to become a machine, okay? If you miss a day, so what? Bounce back. But you don't want to make it a habit. You got to be consistent. You know, you have to constantly do videos, or if you're going to do a blog post, or your thing could be audios and put them on SoundCloud. However, you got to be consistent with your action. Okay, so if you don't have any consistency, then it's like it's like when you want to jump in the pool, before you could jump in the pool of cold water and get comfortable. I'm not a big swimmer, but I know what it's like getting into that pool when you get cold, right? That you keep sticking your toe in the water. You don't keep sticking your toe in, and your body's never going to get consistent with the temperature of the water. You got to jump in, and once you're in, you stay in. And you got to consistently do this. So every single day, you got to be consistent and persistent with your actions. Those are so key to your success. You got to, day in, day out. Because again, like I said, this is not going to happen overnight. This is something that's going to take time. So if you keep putting in your deposits every day, putting in your deposits, bam, blog post, video, whatever it is, audio. And if you're doing it consistently, you're going to look up, guys. Now you're going to have an army of freaking content out there. You're going to look up, 90 days from now, like, man, just imagine even if you did 1 blog post every day. Hey, Shantae, how you doing? If you did 1 blog post every single day starting now for the next 90 days, imagine where you would be. Because here's what you got to realize. All of us, where we are at today in our lives, is an accumulation of things we've done over time. We're at right where we're supposed to be at because of all of the decisions we've made in our lives. It doesn't matter, no matter good, bad, and indifferent, we are where we are. And when you look at people in their crafts, when you look at people getting results in whatever it is that they're doing, you see the result, but you don't see the work that they put in. Professional athletes, professional performers, singers, actors, composers, all these people, you see the result, but you don't see the work they've put in. It's taking these people years, decades to accomplish their craft. The one thing I love about being a home-based business owner, you can come in here and compress so much time where you don't need 10, 20 years, guys, to see success. If you can remain consistent and get the ball rolling for a season, talking about 60, 90 days from now, you can be in a different position than you are today, flat out. It's just true. It's the only place I've seen it where it happens, where you've seen stories of people go from $0 to $10,000 per month, or from 0 leads to now 50 leads per day in a period of time. Sean, Mr. Super Do It Johnson, what's going on, bro? So, you know, it happens. It happens for people, but you have to be consistent and persistent in your actions, and you got to adopt that mindset that I'm going to do every single day what I set out to do. You have a game plan. You have a daily method of operation. I'm going to stick to it. Nothing's going to stop me. And if you got to use pockets of time, every day is going to be a ripple in a day. It's life and human things are going to happen. But if you can be consistent in your actions, consistent in your efforts, and do the things that you got to do every single day, then you're going to be better off than where you are today. All right. So take that, be consistent and persistent in your marketing, your content. The next thing, guys, is I got my little checklist here. This is, number 4, guys, is to take massive action. Now you're creating all of this content. You're doing these blog posts, you're doing these videos, but guess what? No one's just gonna come to them and watch them by them just sitting there on whatever platform you got sitting there. You got to get that content out there and share it with people. You got to take massive action, guys, and just blanket the marketplace, syndicate your content, get it out there. You know, whether it's, if you're putting a YouTube video up, guess what? There's so many places you can put your YouTube videos. There are little buttons right under the video that says share. Share them to all of those places. They give them to you for a reason. Share them all over in the communities and Google+. There's so many other places that you can just share them out to. Blog posts, same thing. If you're doing a Facebook Live, guys, don't leave it on your page. Go and share it in different groups that are your target market is at, and share that content every single day. Share it with your list. If you're not building a list, you need to build one. Share it with your list every single day. There are so many places that you can share your content at, and part of that, you know, saying, well, how do I know where these places are, guys? You got to work on yourself. You got to work on your marketing skills. And through that, you'll learn where you can share your content at different places. But there are a ton of places out there, guys, that you can literally go out and share your content every single day. And that's the only way you're going to get eyeballs on your content. You got to take massive action. You know, literally, like I said, just creating the content is great, but now you got to share it. You got to put it out there for you to start having your little army, your little robots of content working for you around the clock, 24/7. So you got to take massive action every single day. Okay. So the 5th thing, thank you for the likes, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Be patient. And this is the hardest part for a lot of people, is the patient process, because again, this is not going to happen overnight. And, you know, I don't care what you do. People, I've learned this when I was, early on in my marketing career. I had big time shiny ball syndrome. I was on a Warrior Forum. I was buying like a new product. Like, Warrior Forum made so much money off of me, and it's cool because it's part of the process. It's part of being an entrepreneur and growing and getting better, right? I would buy at least once a week. I was trying to buy the next thing, and I'm doing what they tell me to do, and I look up, I'm not getting any results, because you see all of these results that they're posting, that they're having, and I'm like, why the hell am I not? I'm doing what they told me to do. This stuff, I'm doing it, but they don't tell you to be patient. They don't tell you, you know, it's going to take some time. You know, those are things you got to learn. But we're all sometimes, especially if you're in a place of I was in a place of desperation. I just needed money right now. So when I came from that place of desperation, that's why I wasn't achieving the results I wanted to achieve, because I was too desperate and I was too impatient. This is a game of patience. Like I said, it's like planting a garden, man. And you gotta, you know, plant that seed on good fertile ground. You gotta water it, and it has a season to grow before you can reap the harvest. And it's the same thing with building your home-based business. If you want to survive in this game, you got to be patient, you know. And if you're doing something, if you have a product, a service, an opportunity that works for you, and you enjoy the products and services, you know, the compensation plan is solid, you know, you can make good money, whatever you're doing, give it time. What do you think is going to happen if you ditch that and you go jump on the next hottest thing smoking? People do it so many times, keep jumping ship, and you go somewhere else. It's like, okay, you got to go over there and now start the process all over. You got to do the same thing. It's not going to happen any faster. It's not gonna happen any faster. You know? That's why you have to put the work in. It don't matter where you go, you gotta pay your dues. If you don't, you have to pay your dues. Everybody you see succeeding online in this space have paid their dues. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you are no different. And guess what? They've just paid their dues before you, and they've paid their dues longer than you. You got to pay your dues. This is like being a part of a union. You got union dues every month that you got to pay. You got some people who've been paying them union dues 10, 15, 20 years, and here you come, a year in complaining about why I got to pay my union dues. It's just, you have to. There is no other way around it. And it's the same thing with online. You got to pay your dues, man. You got to put in your blood, sweat, tears, equity, work, but it's going to be so worth it on the other end. It's going to be so worth it. So you have to hang in there. If you want to make it, be patient, guys. And the last thing, guys, is that you have to be willing to be able to adapt to change. Things are going to happen. Platforms are going to happen. Where platform shifts are going to happen, where things are going to totally change. Take Facebook, for instance. Facebook is constantly evolving and changing. Facebook was first all about static content, right? So then from static content, Facebook went to what? Now, static videos started becoming more relevant than just static content. And now Facebook is going from where static videos were more relevant and get you more interaction, engagement, to now Facebook Live videos. So it's a process, guys. It's all about being able to adapt. You got to be able to conform and move with the times. If you just get stuck and stay where you're at, you're gonna become obsolete. You won't remain relevant. My kids were listening to the radio for a second, and then they were talking to Britney Spears about something. And I can respect and admire what she's done. She's still in the game. She's remaining relevant because she said her whole thing is, she said something about she doesn't even really listen to her music. She just focuses on the craft. She's focusing on the music at that time. And she realizes that she's always known she has to adapt. So she's always focused on making sure she's current with what's going on. See, she didn't get stuck in, oops, I did it again mode back however many years ago that was. She's, to remain relevant, she's been able to adapt. So in the home-based business arena, guys, you have to be able to adapt to your market. If you have a platform, don't just ditch that platform. If Facebook was your platform that you love to do, and you don't like the fact that they're now more so big on not only videos, but live videos, you got to get uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable and start doing them live videos, man, because it makes all the difference in the world. Because if this has been your go-to platform, and this is where your audience is at, if this is where they know you at, why would you leave that? Because now you're afraid to get on camera and screw up and mess up. It is what it is, So don't walk away from your audience unless you just say, the hell with it, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Let me go do Snapchat or something, which is video, or let me go do Instagram, which is video, or YouTube. So every platform has video integrated in some kind of way. I'm trying to think of it. So maybe you just want to be a blogger from now on. Okay. So now you got to go make your bones and build yourself up in the blogging community, but be able to adapt to change within your market, guys, because it's going to happen. But yeah, that's it. That's what I have for you guys. That is my home-based business survival guide. These are things, if you can follow these things, these 6 things, amongst many others, there's no rules or regulation to this. This is just what I just thought of at this time, and things I know that have helped me instill and stay committed, stay focused, and stay in this thing for the long haul, because I see people like Mr. Super Doer Sean Johnson. I've known this guy for a while and see him put his work in, and now this guy is just crushing it all over the online space. Is it worth it? Absolutely. And he's a guy I look up to say, man, I'm going to get there as well. So that's how you got to look at people around you. I've seen Shantae Williams online, put in her work. You got to put in your work, guys. Everybody has to put in their work if you want to be successful online. And look at the others around you, and don't look at people with jealousy. Look at them with admiration, and look at it and say, how can I get to where they're at? And if you can't, reach out to them people, get ideas, get tips from them, and just hold on to their coattails and follow their every move. And if it's something that they're doing that you like, then replicate it and be consistent with it, man. So that's what it boils down to, guys. For somebody watching, I hope somebody found value in this. I hope you can take this information. Maybe you're a person who are thinking about quitting, giving up, or we're just frustrated, not understanding why things are not happening. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it is worth it. We're in a season where you can now, like I said, 90 days from now, your business can be in a total different light if you just follow the things I share with you and just continue to just do them over and over and over again. So that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate you guys hopping on. If you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and subscribe, guys. And if you want to connect with me and learn more about me, you can head over to my blog at eddylharvey.com. Talk to you guys later. Take care and have a great day. I appreciate you all.